Good night, I am Diego Ventura, a student for high intermediate English class, and I told you about an interesting topic. I told you about the transhumanism, that this is a polemic topic and a new topic. Not this absolutely a new topic, but this is very complicated topic. Okay, when we talk the transhumanistic, we try to understand that the human is a biological organism and are constituted for a different chemistry reactions and activities and have a biological limitations in their kind of life on in their life and in their capacities in the world. And we talk about the transhumanistic, and according with Max Moore in 1990, we can think it is a class of philosophies that we try to accelerate the evolution for the human. And we look in a video posting in YouTube. The title is Posthumanism, an Introduction to Transhumanistic. We look that have 3 times of a transhumanistic, that is the super longevity, the super intelligence, and the super well-being. And in this video we try to understand that the people die for the age, and if we give or we control the longevity, we give more life for the persons. And in this part try to explain that technology generate advance in the medicine that change the natural process or the reactions in the body and generate more age. This is as a restarting the biological process in our bodies and give us more time to live. And we can the second kind of transhumanism, that is a super intelligence, and they give us a perception that in the past we have a reduced information or reduced access to the information or all the knowledge in the world, but now we change to big computers to do something in hours, for hours, and using a big space to a little cell phone where we have the knowledge for all the world in seconds in our hands. And this part try to explain us that in some moment the technology can be part for our body, and we have we using computer elements in our body and give us a super knowledge and change or think to have the knowledge. We can research in a cell phone or in computer. We have all this information in our brains and will be part of our body, and we can create an intelligence and create a conscious that is a part that only the human have. This is a kind of intelligence that only the human have. And the 3 kind of transhumanistic is the super well-being, and they can explain us in our body the emotions, be reactions like chemical reaction with hormones and different things. And this is important for us in the past because it give us, or we were preparing for the dangers in the environment, but now we are a very security in the society. Only the things we are relative security, and they can suppress these emotions, these reactions in our body, and we can use a technology to suppress these reactions in the body and give us a state where we are always good and we don't have stress and um, and we not be angry, we don't be we don't be sad, and we suppress these emotions with the technology. And if you look all of this kind of super human or transhumanism talk us with the technology, and if we look Max More give us a perception that is a philosophy, not is a part of our life, or not is a reality now. But we can give a look at Michael and Smooth in 2060, give us some technologies that can be more a reality, this idea for transhumanistic, and we can think that is possible. And we can look at cryogenic is a kind of technology to give us longevity, give us more years, not activity years, but give us more years. We can look the virtual reality to create for us a different world in our in our perceptions of the world, giving us a new world in our brains, and this can be using in a super intelligent. We can look the gene therapy or the RNA interface, and we can look. We have the technology to understand the genetic of the human and change part of these genes to give us more longevity, or to change or hormone process or reaction process for the fitness. We can look the cybernetics that are people that live in their web, not physically, but always control the computers or control the systems and generate more more information. We can look the autonomous robotics. They don't have intelligence and not this kind of new intelligence, but they can do some works or some activities, and they can do these things as themselves, or they don't need operation to say, oh, you do this now. They have different sensors to understand the environment and give the actions that they need to do. In agronomy, we can look that as a milking robots that control whether a cow is sickness with a parameters as temperature or other things, and they can move this cow and move this milking, because this milk not is for human consume. And we can look, they have some parameters for the environment that their reaction with, they can look at different program level. We can look the molecular manufacturing. We can create organs, and we can create body parts to give us more life, more longevity, because we can change some of our body parts, and as a car or as a machine we can control this thing in the human. And I think this were a philosophy, but now we can look, it's possible. Some things are changing, and we can generate more information and more scientific support to create this superhuman that in the past can be impossible. We can look in the past that the human have a big brain, and they do this human some, I don't know how do you say, they don't have the intelligence that we have now. And we can look the human evolution change their brain and have a little brain than in the past, and this brain generate more efficient connections in the neurons and do the human more activity in the brain and do faster the thinking process than in the past. And I think this technology that we are using now can be developed more in the future and change for complete the life. And we can look in all the human history, the life for the human will be changing with some discoveries, and with advance of technology we can look a very important part in a human history is the industry revolution that changed all the way to produce all the things and the change that the people live in the world. And I think it is possible in the future, and it's occurring now. We are in an area with the technology and the knowledge are in exponent increment or develop in exponent develop, and it is very faster the way that we have a new knowledge or a new technologies to give us more power for ourselves and most power for the world and nature, and we can control some reactions that we never thinking are possible. And I think it is possible, not that is only a philosophy, it can be possible in the future. And in my opinion, the transhumanism is the way that the human will be walking in the future. And this is all I can try to understand in a short video, but this is a complicated topic, and I can give you a summary. I expose you important points, and I think it is important to understand because it's the future for the human, and it's a very faster that way that we are walking for this future. And thank you to give me your attention, and this is my opinion, and this is the information that I use to understand this topic. Thank you.